For this project, what we'll need is some colored pencils, watercolor pencils, and some water along with a paintbrush. Now, let me ask you, have you ever thought that your colors were missing something? Do you press harder to make the colors deeper? Maybe you just need to smooth those colors out a bit. Well, colored pencils can only do so much. Consider adding water to your list of artistic tools. With the use of watercolor pencils like these, you can achieve that smooth transition between colors and even add another layer of depth. Let's see these colors with a little bit of water. Right now, I'll finish this image and see what I could do with the standard colored pencils. I'll finish by completing the shading and then the highlighted areas. Now, let's see what we could do with the watercolor pencils at work. As you're coloring this in, keep in mind the areas where you want to add highlights, which we will get to later on. Thinking back to how the color is affected by the water, go over the image again with the base color. When we get to the point of using water, we will see how important that second coat is. The dark and shaded areas will add to the overall feel of the image and will look great when blending the colors with water. Going to the highlight areas, finish them off with a lighter color, or you can even use white to fill them in. I've went ahead and colored in the third leaf here, with the same watercolor pencil techniques we used for leaf number 2. From here, we will continue on with this third leaf. Since we got a feel beforehand of how the water is going to work, add some to a small section of your leaf and start blending those colors. Doing a little at a time will keep you from making big mistakes. And keep in mind the bright areas you want to make. Color and blend those highlights just how you like them, and do the same for the shaded areas. As you do this, notice the difference between this coloring and the one without water. That distinct watercolor look is beginning to show with each brush stroke. Adding short drying periods between water applications will keep the paper intact and give you time to make important decisions. Dipping your pencil tip in the water is also a good method. With much practice, you will be able to make great works with smooth color transitions. We started with colored pencils with this leaf, used watercolor pencils and no water with this leaf, then ended with this one using the full effect of water on these watercolor pencils. Don't be afraid to experiment with your watercolor pencils. Have fun with them, and remember, taking your time and getting to know your tools will help you become a better artist.